And we are back. Behind me is the Pink Tribe. They will be filing into Tribal Council momentarily. We're just making our way over to the Tribal Council area, and then we will see them file on in. So here we go. We are over at the camp, and I am gonna give the signal to let them come on down. So here we go. We'll see if someone gets the signal. Pink Tribe now entering Tribal Council.
Hi, Palmyra, you know the drill. Come in, grab a seat.
All right.
All right, welcome back to Tribal Council. Becca, I'll start with you. I saw something really interesting as you guys were strategizing. So, 7 of you, you guys decided to pair off in 3 groups of 2, leaving one person alone, switching all over like that, but keeping that kind of weird setup going. Different groupings of 2 with always one person alone. Whose idea was that? How did that come? I've never seen that before.
Well, I think we wanted to do it in such a way that like we could all feel comfortable talking to everybody and speaking our minds without like giving away alliances. Initially, the first time I volunteered, like if one person has to be out, that can be me the first time. The second time I was like, but that's okay. But
Waylon, with strategizing like that, how do you put together, I mean, it's a tribe of 7 right now, you need at least 4 votes, so how do you put together a bigger group than 2 when you're only talking one-on-one for most of the time?
You gotta really be able to put your trust in the people you do trust. I mean, this tribe doesn't get a lot of time alone. We do everything together. I mean, you're talking about yesterday, we all said, hey, there's probably an idol around our camp. Let's all look for it. And so it's this one-on-one means you really gotta be quick to judge others and be quick to trust people as well.
Okay. Patrick, speaking of idols, I mean, it's the middle of day 2, you know, it's a 4-day game. I mean, what is the talk on idols? Are they out there? Do people have them? Did you guys find one as a tribe?
We did not.
Okay.
We did not, mainly because we didn't want to go around all the creepy logs. We did. I mean, Waylon's right. We did the idol hunt together. If someone found something, they didn't tell me, and I didn't see it. I didn't see anything visible. I didn't see anything suspicious. Like I didn't see anyone like stuffing something in their pants or whatever. Like so.
Are you planning for that possibility with your vote right now? Or are you operating under the assumption that they're not out there?
I think I'm operating under the assumption they're not out there.
Okay.
Which might be stupid. But at least, yeah.
Angela, we got a storm brewing behind us. We hear the thunder.
Yeah.
Is that
Very ominous.
Is that a good omen for this tribal council? Do you feel like you guys are going to bring the thunder? Or is it going to be an easy one? Do you feel comfortable?
It's very representative of what's happening.
Yeah.
There's a lot of turmoil, a lot of talk.
What kind of turmoil?
A lot of confliction on votes, a lot of different stories, a lot of people throwing out different names and confirming and turning around and reconfirming and having different conversations. But that being said, I feel like we've spent a whole day together. I think that we have gotten very close, and I still feel like that's very genuine.
Okay. Logan, Angela's talking about a lot of names being thrown around. I mean, how many different names did you hear?
Oh, geez, I think I heard everyone's name at least once.
And your own as well?
Oh, for sure.
Are you worried because of that?
I think I would be ridiculous to think otherwise and not be worried.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be a leap of faith, trusting certain people, building, hopefully you have strong alliances with certain people, and just taking that leap and hoping things go your way.
Okay. Alejandro, talk to me a little bit about the chaos. So, if you hear 7 different names out there, including your own, how does it get down to a vote? How do you get it down to the one that you're agreeing on?
I think it was very like you'll talk to someone, and then, okay, this, and then you'll talk to someone else, and like, no, not that, so then you have to go back to someone, and then a third person comes in, and it's like, well, but I don't know if I want that, so like, it was messy. I honestly can say that I don't even know, like, I think, kind of, but maybe not, but like, I wouldn't be surprised if something else, kind of thing, just because so many names were thrown around, I think we genuinely do like each other, and we genuinely, like, all want to be here so badly that it's very, like, difficult to be like, oh, well, you have to go, right? Like, we all really love the show, we all have, like, a lot riding in our charities, like, we all have, like, created, like, really genuine bonds, so, like, it's really difficult, and I think that's what makes it harder, because, like, you might have a better relationship with one person, but that person might not have a different relationship with someone else, and, like, you have to balance to make sure, like, in general, who or like where can you get something from? So I think that's where the chaos is, because if we all care so deeply about the community and each other, that it's just really difficult to just come up with like just one name.
Right. Becca, I saw you nodding a lot through that, so I guess I'm curious, do you feel like it landed on one name, or do you feel like we're going to see 2, 3, 4 names on the parchment?
It could go that way, you know.
Yeah.
It could definitely go that way. You don't know.
Katie, it's a bummer of a start here. The first 3 people voted out of Can You Survive, all female. You guys voted out a female on your tribe. Does that worry you at all? Is that fine with you? You're playing your own game, or how do you approach that?
You know, for me, it's all about trust, who I can trust. And it doesn't matter if you're male, female. I want to work with people that I can really see building a strong connection with and trusting them. And so it doesn't really matter to me what that looks like.
Okay. How you guys feeling? You feeling safe? Anyone feeling safe? No? Anyone have anything left to say? No? Alright, let's start the vote before it starts raining on us. So we'll start with Logan.
All right, and the first member of Pink Tribe is going on to vote. So we're just gonna step away.
No more talking, yeah, sorry.
All right, away we go to discuss what we have just heard. I am so excited to talk about this. What the hell was that? Okay. Oh my god, alright. So, I think it's officially safe to say that the Pink Tribe's Kumbaya has erupted into chaos. That was one of the most disorganized sounding discussions before a tribal council. Everyone is splitting off into pairs, leaving one person alone to talk to no one, and rotating through almost as though they were like speed dating or something. And just the chaos that was described, multiple people admitting that so many different names were being thrown out there. Logan saying that he had heard almost every single person, if not every single person on his tribe's name. So 7 different names possibly going around. It sounds like Alejandro alluded to, plans forming, then plans being changed, then plans being switched again. Which, when really, if you're only talking to one person at a time and you can never get, groups together, how on earth are you going to come up with a cohesive plan and really feel strongly about it? I do know about Pink that, as of, I think, last night and into this morning when they were doing confessionals, it seemed like everyone had different priorities, that, certain people were wanting to work with certain people who wanted to work with certain people, and there was no apparent, actual alliances forming that would have made sense. I think that was last night. This morning, I think there was potentially an alliance formed, and then I was told that it is possible that an alliance member started betraying other members of the same alliance and throwing their names out. So this is an absolute mess of a tribal. I cannot wait to see what the vote split is. I think we're going to see several different names. Also, to add to the drama, we have not one but 2 idols being held by people on this tribe. Logan holding the first one from night 1 of exile, and Alejandro, who found one this morning. So I am also interested to see if either of them feel so uncomfortable that they will go ahead and play it. I have no idea. Logan mentioned that all 7, he heard his name, he heard everyone else's names. I do not know if he would play that idol just out of, fear that it's him. I have no idea who he would try and idol out if possible. And I think, again, we have a lot of different, like, baby groups that have formed with everyone in those little groups kind of favoring different people outside of them and prioritizing different people outside of them. So they have just completely stopped being a cohesive unit. And oh my gosh, I think things are going to be cracked wide open here. Very excited to find out how this all shakes out. Let's see. What else was said at Tribal that was memorable? I think I am blanking. Anyway, let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Again, there are 7 people. We are taking it down to 6. Oh, another thing to say. So Katie was asked about, an alliance, and noticing that, there were only 3 women to the 4 men on their tribe. Katie explaining that she doesn't take gender into account when making alliances. It's all about trust for her. But funnily enough, also heard that, I believe it was Angela, I don't remember who, one of the women pitched when the 4 girls went to the bathroom the first day, walked over to the restroom together. One of them pitched an all-women's alliance, and Katie said, all-women's alliance? What's that? I don't want that. So clearly Katie really just not trying to make it about gender and just really trying to make it about alliances and trust and the bonds that she feels that she's had. Alright, so we are going to head on back now. I believe the last person is voting, so we are about to find our answer out very soon. I'm very excited. Alright, walking back into Tribal Council. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see, but we've had some thunder and the sky is getting pretty dark in places, so we are not sure if we're about to get a little stormy storm raining down on us or if it's going to miss us entirely. But, we will find out. Again, just waiting for the last person to come back on pink. The 7th vote being cast now. And then we will find out what happens. Alejandro, come on. Alright, Cameron going to collect the 7 votes that have just been cast by the Pink Tribe. Leaving our Pink Tribe to just sit and wait and see who will be the next person voted out of their tribe. Bringing them down to 6. Someone wants to know who is playing the drums. That would be the speaker. The speaker is playing the drums because we just found some mood music. It's very peaceful and tranquil out here, and sometimes, we need it to not be. So, yeah. We'll just try and show you all the players as they sit here. again, maybe a minute away from finding out who will be the next person voted out. Cameron coming on back down the way here, followed by Brandon and Elaine bringing in the votes.
Alright. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play one, now is the time to do so. Okay, I'll read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. First vote. Patrick. Second vote. Logan. Third vote. Logan. That's 2 votes, Logan. Fourth vote. Patrick. That's 2 votes, Logan. 2 votes, Patrick. Fifth vote. Logan. That's 3 votes, Logan. Sixth vote. And the next person voted out of Can You Survive? Logan, that's 4 votes. That's enough. I'm sorry. Please bring in your torch. I think you want to grab from the middle. Sorry. Yeah. Yep. Logan, the tribe is spoken. You want to keep it as a souvenir?
No, maybe some
All right, we are following Logan on down the way here. We're just gonna get some last words from Logan momentarily. Just coming on down the way. All right, so we'll go a little further down. For everyone watching, we're just gonna get some last words from Logan. So Logan, I am so sorry about this. This is your time to share anything you want to share, and then I'll ask you a couple of questions. The viewers are all tuned in, and yeah.
I guess a little shocked. Put my faith in a few people, thinking things were gonna go fine. I didn't have to play the ace, but I guess I was wrong and should have played it.
Yeah, I just want to know, so this whole weekend experience has been quite a lot. You've had a lot that you've gotten to do and play and survive. So what was one of your favorite moments of this whole experience?
Just getting to bond with everybody. Like, it's just a nice experience to be out somewhere, not on technology, not on phones, and just being able to connect with people. And I would do this again in a heartbeat. It was so much fun.
Awesome. I love to hear that. And of course, with all of the challenges, both the actual challenges you competed in the game, as well as the challenges of kind of living in the outdoors with very little in the way of food or shelter or anything. So a lot to be proud of as you experienced all this. So what is one thing that you're super proud of for yourself?
Just coming out here and doing this. Like, I think it's a challenge in itself, you know, to ask people to come out and spend a weekend out in the woods with some people having less than others. It was just a great time just being out here and meeting a bunch of new people. And
Absolutely. And you were playing for a great cause that you have now secured a donation for with your participation in this game. So if you'd like to go ahead and shout them out, kind of tell the viewers who you were playing for one more time and anything you'd like to say about that.
yeah, I played for a nonprofit community theater group called Some Theater Company. It's a great local community theater in the Bangor area, providing great professional quality shows and giving people plenty of opportunities to stretch their chops, come on stage with us, come see shows, and I think it's a great organization to be a part of and do shows with.
Awesome, and I agree, having gotten to take in last year's production of Puffs. Absolutely incredible. So thank you so much for playing, and again, we're so sorry to see you go, but thank you so much for everything that you did in this game. And thank you for coming out. I'm going to leave you with everyone else here, and I'm going to go ahead and step away with the live stream.
Go away, Dad. You did great.
Oh my God. Logan voted out with an idol in his bag, had it with him at tribal council, and his tribe made him feel so comfortable that he did not have to use it. Pulls it out to confirm what was only a rumor, because his whole tribe did not know that he had that idol. It was suspected that he had something because of Exile Island, but he was entrusted with that one idol with Sarah and Damien and did not use it. And now Sarah and Damien, in a sense, have also lost their chance at reconnecting with Logan further on in the game and using an idol that way. Absolutely devastating to be voted out with one, and when you really needed to use it. So let's see, we are gonna go ahead and end the live stream here, and we will be coming back with another immunity challenge in a bit. Brandon is setting it up right now. Yeah, Brandon's setting up the next immunity challenge. Oh yeah, okay. Oh my God, the next immunity challenge is very easy to set up, so it should not be too long before we get everything going. If I had to guess, would say maybe like 15 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna guess like 20 minutes, and that is a total guess, but I do know this one is really easy to set up, so it shouldn't be too long before we are back and continue the action. Meanwhile, still reeling. Yeah, but we loved Logan here. We are sad to see him go, and still a lot of emotion from that last vote out. I also was so nervous as the votes were being read because I truly had no idea who it was going to be. That was like the first time I felt that way this whole game, and I'm sure there is tons more of that to come up today. We still have a few vote outs left of the day, so a few more people will be leaving. 5 have left so far. We have another few that will be leaving today before the end of the day. So continue to stick with us for all of the action. And again, we will see you back in 20 minutes. Everyone take a breath, take a moment after that. That was a lot. So we will see you here again in 20.